Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachakwadash, the blind city apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations, much love and respect to you, Akim, out there pushing this word out in truth and sincerity. This lesson is dealing with the concentration camps in Gaza that they're getting ready to set up, or that they already have set up, which this individual on Redacted is going into it. I've seen a few people, a few brothers have made videos on this topic of concentration camps, including the Elder Apostle Gabar. I didn't get a chance to watch that one yet, but this just came on my feed, so I watched it, or at least half of it, and through the spirit, this is clearly prophecy. What they're doing over there is basically a forerunner of what's getting ready to happen in Babylon and around the world in these different beast countries, for sure. And really worldwide, because the MOTB is going to be a worldwide thing. All right, so the title reads, Bombshell CIA running concentration camps, I'm going to say it like that on purpose, in the GA to the ZA, new plans reveal, right? So this is what is being revealed now. Okay, so I'm going to play this. I'm going to let this individual speak, Mr. Cohen, okay, which Cohen is actually a Jewish name as well.
Israel should handle Gaza, for what to do in the long term, whether that they're try to install the Palestinian Authority there, try to install some other sort of collaborator regime, try to have some kind of international mandate, get Saudi Arabia, the UAE, Bahrain to send troops in there to basically occupy for Israel. But none of those countries, or to have a direct Israeli occupation itself, but none of those countries were willing to do it because it would look so bad for them to their populations. But the U.S. is now not only footing the bill, but going to do the bidding, do this bidding of Israel in Gaza by creating these concentration camps for Palestinians. So this is where our tax dollars are going, $200 million to be exact. This plan has been in the works for, certainly they've been talking about it. That article demonstrates the idea has been circulating of what exactly is going to be the long-term solution, some kind of way to pacify the Palestinians of Gaza. But this specific plan has been in the works since February of this year, and it's basically a U.S. plan that Netanyahu has finally agreed to.
Even some liberals are being slammed for their honesty about what's been happening in Gaza. Writers like Ta-Nehisi Coates, who've admitted to the apartheid state in Gaza, and others. You have Roger Waters, who's not a liberal by any stretch of the imagination, formerly of Pink Floyd, who's been speaking out with his own eyes. You've been to Gaza, you've been to this area, you know it well. So this idea that these people are free, that they'll be free to sort of walk around is a joke, right? And they will be under basically an authoritarian security state in order to live their lives.
That's exactly what it is. And it's, I think during the COVID era, it's what so many Americans, who are skeptical of the COVID regime, and particularly among conservatives and those who consider themselves patriotic and demand their liberty, they became outraged by this idea that we're going to have this biometric security state that would control every aspect of our lives. But the Gaza Strip is, for many years, has been a laboratory, a testing ground, not only for Israel, but for the international corporate interests. During the COVID era, Israel, a Pfizer spokesperson said that they used the Israeli population as a sort of laboratory for their products.
So that is a testing ground, okay? Just like China is a testing ground. And you see they're looking to set up a biometric prison, if you will, for these people, where you're going to need to identify yourself, which they have commercials on that of showing how, they need to, we need to know who you are, so on and so forth. And that's going to be the theme, in the near future. It's going to be a theme worldwide, maybe after a particular event, major event, a particular swan, that might be black. You understand? One of those events that happen could definitely lead to them saying that. See, we know that this particular hack happened, this happened, that happened. We need to know who's on the internet. We need to know this. We need to know that. So we need more identification. Okay, and that's going to lead to what? All of this identification and biometrics, which means what? Let's go into the etymology of biometrics. Okay. Biometric. Okay, let's type in meaning. Okay, it says definition: a measurable physical characteristic or personal behavioral trait used to recognize the identity or verification or verify the claimed identity of an applicant. Facial images, fingerprints, and iris scan samples are all examples of biometrics. Yes, but guess what? Matter of fact, let's go here. It says the automated recognition of individuals by means of unique physical characteristics, typically for the purposes of security. Now, when you have the thing inside of you, okay, the MOTB inside of these people, that's a unique, it's within them, right? So that's a unique marker that's going to have all your information on it, okay? Yeah, it's not a part physically, naturally a part of you, but it's going to become a part of you. And it's going to have your unique information on it. Let's go. I really wanted the etymology. The etymology says 1833, calculation of life expectancy. Okay, the metric of life. Okay, I understand what they mean by that, but that's not really what I was looking for. Right, because metric would be a measurement. That's true. Okay, so anyways, the point I was getting to was, biometric has to do with your body, with your physical being. Okay. Excuse me, Salakia. It says, this is Revelations 13 in verse. You know what? I'll start at verse 11. It says, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. Right, the two horns like a lamb. We know that's the Democratic Republican type system, right? Which Esau, Edom, he makes it seem as if they're going against each other when really they're just actors playing a role. Okay. And it says, and he exerciseth all the power of the first beast, right? And he exercises all the power of the first beast before him, which is the Roman Empire, the ancient Roman Empire, and causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed, right? Because they fell, and Jake came into power, and then what? Now then during the Renaissance period, these Edomites came back into power, and he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men, right? That's through his technology. So these wonders, these great wonders / miracles are coming through his technology, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles. See, miracles and the wonders, that's from his technology. The fact that they have a particular suit that can heal all manner of neurological dysfunctions, right? And it shows the people before and after, and it completely healed them while they were wearing this suit. You know, a particular is technology. I don't know the ins and outs of it, but it allowed the people who had Parkinson's to stop shaking, and you know, all kind of things, right? So that is a miracle. Okay, that is a miracle on the left hand side, right? And Musk, right? Elon Musk, that devil, you know, and he's boasting and allowing people to be able to play video games and chess and all these things, even though they don't have their hands or the use of their hands or their feet. You see? Okay. It says and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live. Right? And that image is this replication of the Roman system. The Romans were all about oppression. They were all about figuring out how to add more tax upon people, how to charge them for this and that. It was all about money. It was all about sucking money from the people. You know, every new ruler that came was looking to see how he could suck more money out of the people, man. It wasn't about righteousness and building the people up and making sure that people flourish in the society. No, it was about giving them bread and circuses so that they're distracted while you take away their rights. And this is what's going on right now. Okay, you got all this bread and circuses on your phone, on the TV, and at the same time, behind closed doors, they're setting up to put you in a concentration camp. You dig? And make sure that you need your information using biometrics to be verified in order for you to buy and sell and to do anything in the society, man. That's where we're going to. We're going to this what I'm reading right now. Revelations, the 13th chapter, really at the 16th verse, man. 15 all the way down to 18 rather. Okay? And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So what he's saying to them people on the Gaza, he's saying, listen, if you're not down with the program, man, okay, you're going to be cut off. Okay? That's what it seems like. That's what that's what the documents definitely show. Oh, this is a conspiracy theory. Try to flag the video. I'm just going based upon the information I'm hearing on the video, right? You do your own research, okay? And this is verse 16. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, right, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. We don't have to keep going into it. The mark is charagma, right, which means an imprinted mark, something that's cut into you. And then what proves that it's speaking about the charagma, even proves it speaking about the RFI to the D C-hip further, is the device that they put that into their hands. It looks like the root word of this, which is karax, okay, which means what? A stake or a palisade. Look up a stake or a palisade and look at the device that they put chips into people's hands. That's it. Okay, it's spiritual, man. If you have a spiritual eye, you can easily see this. Even straight up Edomites can see what this is talking about, man. Come on, man. This is easy, bro. So how is an Israelite group who's supposed to be the children of light? How don't they see it? This is Revelation 13:17. It says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Right? You're going to be cut off from society. So we have to be prepared to be cut off from this society. That's the time we're coming to. Okay? And we're going to have to completely lean on Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. It says, here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. All right? So this is what you see being prepared. This is what their NWO is all about. It's about total control, okay, where you're not even going to be able to to think against what they have going on. You understand what I'm saying? That's why they're going to have re-education centers and all this type of stuff, because you're not even going to be able to think against what they're doing. Matter of fact, let's go to what's that, Ezekiel 29 or Isaiah 29? Let me just type in offender just to make sure. Right. You're not going to be able to even think against what these devils have going on, right? Much less to speak against it. Yeah, Isaiah 29, 21. Okay, this is Isaiah 29, and I'll start at verse 20. And it reads, "For the terrible one, which are these Edomites, is brought to naught, and the scorner is consumed, and all that watch for iniquity are cut off, that make a man an offender for a word." Right? So you say certain things and you offended. You offended. All right? Let's look up this word offender. Hata. The Hebrew word is hata. And it says, oh, excuse me, chata. Excuse me, my fault. Chata. All right, that's the ch sound. It says an offender, a sin, right? You make it like you're a sinner, right? Committed, blame, right? They're able to blame you, the accuser of the brethren, right? Fault, you're at fault. Harm, like you did them harm, like you're a threat. Offender, all right? Purge, reconciliation, no. Sinful, trespass, like you committed a trespass, you committed a sin, right? To sin, to miss the way, go wrong, incur guilt, forfeit, right? Purify from uncleanness, right? So basically, you sinned, you trespassed, you harmed, you offended, you committed a crime. Okay, you committed a straight up crime, right? Right? You committed a crime. So that's what they're going to be looking at it as. They're going to be looking at it as you committed a crime. You spoke against us. You're a terrorist. You understand what I'm saying? You spoke against what we're doing. You're a terrorist. And they got all the records of this. They have all the records of the videos we make. They have all the records of the videos that you've watched, that you've liked, that you've subscribed to, right? And they're going to use that against you. Right? That either you're going to be re-educated or you're going to be taken out. All right? So, hey, man. Esau, Edom, man, we see him coming. We see you coming a mile away, Jack. We see you coming a mile away, Jack. All right, we see exactly what Esau's trying to do. We know exactly what all this is about. Okay, and it's all biblical prophecy. But he's gonna fail. The scriptures say that when he's about to fill his belly, the Lord shall rain his wrath upon him. Roughly paraphrasing, man. So they're not gonna get too far. They think they're going to get far. They think they're going to be able to do what they want. But Yahweh Shem Yahushai has something else planned for them. Okay? So this is beautiful. This is a step closer to that time of Jacob's trouble, which we constantly warn you Israelites about. Matter of fact, let me get that real quick. Right? Dealing with Jacob's trouble. Let's get Jeremiah 30, starting at verse 5. Okay? This is Jeremiah 30 and verse 5, and it reads, "For thus saith Yahweh, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Ask ye now, and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it." Right? So the time of Jacob's trouble is coming. Okay? All right? Only the elect is going to be delivered from that. And by the way, you have these are supposed to be the people of God, right? So why are they pushing forth the mark of the beast? Why are they the ones at the forefront of pushing forth the mark of the beast? Huh? Yeah, it's a joke, man. Anyways, with that, Lord Will, this is edifying to the elect, and I'll say shalom.